Good evening, Dr. Snehal. How are you? Welcome to the Sechi's platform.
Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful opportunity you have given me to interact with so many people.
Thank you so much. I know it's been a busy day, Dr. Snehal, but so
Yes.
happy we could have you on board with us. It's been a very special month for us. We've launched our Sechi's mobile app, where a lot of women are showing us their love. We are joining every day on the app, and there are clubs and rooms being formed, lots of conversations happening. So we've been busy. We've been very busy ourselves. Our website has been up and running, and we have 10,000 women who've already joined us. But with the app, we have this additional community who's joining us now. So every day is a new day and lots to do.
Wonderful. It's always good to do something, especially for the women. And women need a lot of hand holding because it takes courage and definitely a lot of hard work to reach to little things, especially in a country like India. But I'm sure we are all seeing our Indian women shine up in a big way on an international and a national front. So that really brings a lot of joy to my heart.
Thank you. Thank you. And no better person to tell us more about women and being joyful than you. So, Dr. Snehal, I have a lovely little short introduction for you. I mean, beautifully inspirational. You're the director and founder at Sneh Rehabilitation Center, Education and Research Center. You have tremendous experience in the field of developmental physical therapy. You are a therapist and of varied kinds, NDT, sensory integration, connections, and attachment. You're also a TheraBand trainer and a wellness consultant. And a very important title that you hold is the director of the CME Heartfulness Institute of India. So very happy to have you on board and listen to the lovely accomplishments you've had. And our topic for today gives me a lot of joy. It's really about creating inner joy in women through heartfulness. So keeping on the topic and moving a little ahead, I always wanted to know, because we talk about it a lot, but what exactly is inner joy? And how do we truly know that, we are joyful? Is it a permanent feeling? Is it something that comes and goes? So just tell us more about inner joy.
So joy is something which is human. It's it's human to be joyful. It's human to be happy. It's human to be feeling gratitude. We miss all this because we are so much busy in our lives with our gadgets, and we don't really feel the joy. We don't immerse ourselves within to feel that joy. That's the reason there's a lot of upswing marketing of gratitude journals,
Yeah,
and
true.
because it gives us a space. What actually we really need is a space, and inner space where we can immerse ourselves and feel that joy, which is very true for us for that moment. If even if we spend few moments in that inner joy, it translates into abundance which continues throughout your day and in every aspect, with every person whom you connect with, and you can actually spread it wonderfully well.
Beautiful. Very well said. Very well said. And tell me something. So, we have our ups and downs, right? We have our high moments, we have our low moments. But more importantly, during the low moments, how do we ensure that there is still joy around? You don't want to really believe in too much of the glass is half full at that point of time. So how do we keep it moving?
So all my inspirations come from my mother in my life. So Divya, I was born in a very, you can say, low socioeconomic, or maybe had a lot of humble beginnings, as you would call it. But I lost my father very early in life, and that was when I was 5. And this woman who was a struggling young mother, single mother in a city like Mumbai, and she looked after me. She said, "I don't want to." rest on anyone's shoulders and say, I don't need a shoulder to cry, because at such times it's very easy emotionally to let go and say, oh, I need support, oh, I'm alone in life, I'm not educated, and I have a daughter to upbring, etc., etc., and all that self pity starts coming. But she did not give in. She did not cave into the situation which came into her life. She said, let me give it my best shot and see how I can go ahead. And she stayed back in Mumbai, uneducated lady without a job, with no one to fall upon. And one thing which I strongly believe because of her is that the nature or universe conspires with you when you stand up to the situation and say, oh, here I am. I'm ready to give, ready to take whatever you give to me with joy, and the universe gives you abundance. But the moment you say, oh, I'm in such a position, यार पता नहीं ये जॉब का टेंशन है, उसके ऊपर वो मेनोपॉज का टेंशन है या पीरियड्स का टेंशन है, then the situation becomes really a gray area to walk in. So it completely depends on your inner response to the external conditions will be the same for all of us. So this young lady who was barely maybe 32 years old and had lost her husband, with a daughter who was 5 years old, and she had no job, and finally she got a job. She was just 10 standard pass. She got a job thanks to the union leader, and she started working. She didn't have didn't have crashes, right? 1971, the world war, what is that, Indo-Pak war was going on. There were blackouts and no crashes. So she used to leave me with my neighbor, who was a Muslim. And I after that, my childhood has been spent into such a beautiful family that I look forward to the world being my world. The all around I'm supported well, and even that has happened and integrated through the movement of heartfulness, which I follow. So that's where I stayed and integrated myself into their family. And she was the one who taught me that when you are joyful, nothing can beat you, nothing can put you down. She used to have her own up and downs. Needless to say, a widow who was beautiful in 1971 would be poked from society always. You can imagine that, right? Plus, financially, we were not there. Education wise, she was not there. So she was poked. She was poked from everywhere, right from the relatives who are supposed to be relatives, but they become relative. So that's why I consider that relatives are very relative. And you need to have your own friends and your own self, which can drive you, that inner self can drive you towards your goals, which you set for yourself. So she instilled this into me, that there is no up and down when it comes to you being strong. It's like you're there. The waves come and go, or it's like a lotus. So whenever this definition of Sthita Prajna comes, or people say, oh, you have to become a yogi to reach out there, I always feel and I look up to my mother, because she was the one strong woman warrior, one everything into daddy, mother, the father, the mother, the bread earner, plus she used to look after me, plus every Sunday used to be something which was very nice. So everything in my life, she put me into a convent school. So there's no up and downs for her. She was there where she was. Up and downs came and went. So why was she joyful? She had linked her life to a higher purpose, not for herself. If it was for herself, she would have got married, she would have had a lovely life way ahead, but she had a purpose to fulfill, and that was me. She was seeing her fulfillment in me. So when you put your goals and purpose higher than what life can really give you, I think everything doesn't matter to you. That is another thing what I learned from her. Third, what she did very early in life is she put me into a spiritual practice. She used to put me, and I used to look open my one eye and see what is this meditation. At 10 years of age, you cannot meditate. But I got into like how you're put in a bicycle and you ride the bicycle very early, or learn a language early. I learned meditation early. And that is what gave me my inner strength and showed me what is possibility. There's no impossibility in my life. I can never say it is not possible. It is always I am possible. So that is something what she gave me. So these were few thoughts which I thought I should really share with women who feel that they are brought down by the society, they are trodden. I feel it's not anyone in life who can put you down but yourself. So if you ask me, she also went through menopause. She also went through different problems. She had a hernia, but she never let circumstances pull her down. So this is the secret. I feel that inner joy, living to a higher purpose, putting yourself into a practice like heartfulness, which will really drive you more and more in to seek that center of stability, center of alignment within yourself.
Your adversity was your biggest strength, I feel.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
it was.
and that's what has made you strong and so stoic in many ways that things around you can keep moving like you said, but it doesn't affect you. That's not
Absolutely.
an
And
easy
the
task.
secret is the resilience, the
Yeah,
quality of adaptability, which is very important. I'm a developmental therapist and I play with kids and I love my kids. So there is a ball which is called as a crazy ball, which we use when we play
yeah,
games. The
yeah,
moment you drop it, it,
yeah.
it bounces right high up there.
Right.
So it is like that. Resilience is just like that. The moment you drop down, you jump up. You drop down, you jump up, and you really have fun with that jumping up. You grow with that jumping up. You grow with adversities, and that's how the butterfly comes when the moth goes through the cocoon rather than you cutting the cocoon out. The moth has to struggle to become a butterfly. So we have to struggle. That struggle is for our own good.
Yeah. I mean, just taking this thread ahead of conversation, women especially go through a lot of ups and downs, emotional ups and downs in their lives. So, are there any specific tips and tricks you can offer? It's an age of DIY and tips and tricks, and making everything very snackable and very quick to consume. But is there anything you can offer in terms of making, women arrive at a balance at which they're comfortable, like you?
Yeah. So as I said, one and the most fundamental practice which I owe everything to in my life is a practice of meditation. And I follow the heartfulness, relaxation, and meditation. And that is what is one of the tip and trick I can say, and everything in my life. Second is women nowadays have a lot of hormonal imbalances. Everyone, I mean, I see so many young girls landing with PCOD, PCOS, having cysts in their ovaries, hormonal issues cropping up. So what I can look is around, and when I see that, when I take a sort of a history, I talk to them. One of the fundamental problems which I look at is aligning your clock or circadian rhythm is completely absent because of the lifestyle which we all are leading. So we sleep at maybe 12, 12:30 saying, oh nahi yaar, काम है, वो assignment पूरा करना है, वो करना है. But if you look around in nature and you see that the sun definitely sets early, if you look around out of India, people do have a lifestyle which they shut shop at 5, 5:30. Australia, they shut shop at 5. Everyone is back home. You have a family life after 5. So this is something which I feel we as women should adhere to, that we have to follow our biological rhythm. The moment the biological clock sets in pattern, your hormonal imbalances, your sleep patterns, everything improves and your health improves. You can get up early in the morning. You don't have to sit back maybe by 1 or 2. Instead, get up, meditate, give yourself that time and start your day. So I start my day somewhere around 4:30, 4:45 in the morning, and I have my 1 hour or 50 minutes of meditation. After which I gym. I gym thrice a week and I do yoga thrice a week, and I'm ready for the day by 7. So that really gives my portion of whatever wellness is called. I spend my time reading after that before I really get into work, and I think drawing a timetable for a schedule for yourself is very important. I'm very busy, as you know it. I'm really, really busy. But keeping reminders, keeping schedules properly maintained on a calendar, in your diary, reminding yourself that this is next, that is it. This is something which can help women to really segregate your work and your other personal things. So, at a personal front, I'm a heartfulness trainer, heartfulness practitioner, which I voluntarily give myself to the wellness services offered by Heartfulness Institute. And we are running quite a few programs for women. One of them is a relationship program to understand how we can have relationships built up between ourselves and within our families. We have a wonderful program for women who want to go in for conception. Women who cannot conceive, we have another program. So all that is known as beautiful beginnings. We have union of hearts. We have vow to vow, VOW to WOW. So attending these self-help programs also gives us a way ahead. Interacting with each other, like what we are doing now, talking to people who are having the same thought processes like you are, or looking for something new. I always, every single day, I look for something which can inspire. And believe me, the moment I need something, my inner self needs something, it comes to me. So becoming natural is something what we have lost in the whole bargain of our relationship. I mean, in the whole bargain of a lifestyle and relationships. So becoming natural, and once you become natural, you're one with the universal energy. Then you are sort of aligned. So all our activities throughout the day should be towards that I want to align myself to becoming as authentic and as natural as I can. Then I don't need to put on. I'm just there. I can give the best as a human being. I don't need to do some personality training, or everything comes to you naturally. So once that naturalness comes, your peels, it's like unpeeling an onion. Your peels fall up like how we do facials to remove all the, or scrubs for our face. The same thing we have to do for our inner self. You have to just unfold the beautiful magic which we have within.
Very beautiful. You were talking a little about heartfulness and the meditation and the various courses that you have. Could you tell us a little more about what exactly is heartfulness, and what are the key things that you as a person in heartfulness, or me as a person who'd like to know more, should know?
So, as the word carries itself, it is heartfulness. It is the heart, which is the object of meditation. It is the heart, which is the object which helps me to go ahead in life and connect with other hearts and spread that inner joy and happiness with the hearts who are linked with me and through me. So, how can I do that? Again, as I said, it is the system of how I can lead my life well, father or a good mother or an, at the same time become a good colleague, a good friend, etc. So how do I do that? The first thing I have to do is, if it is like I have a chair and I have a log of wood. So working on a log of wood, I can create better things than having a chair. So what I have to do, if I have to create something with an old chair I have to redo everything. I have to paint it. Maybe I have to scrub something to remove of the paint and then get the paint of my choice. So exactly that is what we do in Heartfulness. We have 3 sittings which we offer as trainers, wherein we sort of create a connect with the universal energy, and the person can start meditation on his or her own. What is meditation? It is nothing but meditating or constantly thinking that the divinity and the source of divine energy is within my heart. Thoughts will come and go. Needless to say, the mind has the function of thinking. As eyes we see, ears we hear. If I close my eyes are not seeing. So the mind has to think. But in heartfulness, we think of the divinity within our heart and let the thoughts come and go. We ignore the thoughts. It's like someone is passing by when I'm talking to you. But if I stop and say, hi, hello, then I have to talk to that person. So that means I'm making another network there when I'm with you. It will not happen that I have to talk to you now. I'm on the program. So even if my best friend comes in front of me, I cannot give attention to her. The same thing happens in heartfulness meditation. You continue with the thought that I have divine light in my heart, the presence of divine light in my heart, and I meditate on that divine light. In the evening, we have a process called cleaning. So now I finished my cleaning, I finished the program with you. Once I go back home, I have to clean myself physically. Corona has taught us that we have to scrub, sanitize, etc. So cleaning is all about inner sanitization, wherein we say whatever is not required for my own growth, it is throwing off what is not required. So it goes not from the side, it goes from back. So whatever is not required for my spiritual growth is taken away from my system in the form of a black smoke. It is not only in the evening, someone shouts at you, you feel bad, hurt because of the colleague saying some, because of your colleague saying something. Immediately, if you say whatever is not, whatever is creating that hurt within, passes behind me. It is so naturally cleaned, and you're connected to the divine energy. You feel awesome. You feel really fresh, as if there's nothing but happiness and joy. And that is the key and secret to the inner joy. The meditation and the cleaning going hand in hand. So we don't stop there. Heartfulness is a very universal practice, and we connect with all the hearts, and we have group meditations. We do have our universal prayer at 9 p.m. and we have a lot of programs and connects, and we don't charge for all this. So it is completely a voluntary organization wherein all our trainers, which are spread over 150 countries, are giving or delivering services voluntarily. So I, as a therapist, I practice, and then I give my meditation sittings in the evening or the morning. That is about heartfulness. You can always log into our website, Heartfulness Wellness, and check what are the different webinars we have. We have a lot of activities going on there. Anyone who is interested can connect with me for an experience any day, anytime.
Wonderful. We'll definitely spread the message. I mean, there's some beautiful things happening there, and we'd love more people to know about it.
Yes.
But thank you so much for your time today, Dr. Snehal. It was a beautifully inspiring session, very joyful, and there is so much of peace when one talks to you and hears your experiences, and it's a nice feeling of being calm at the end of the day. So it's a nice way to.
People want an experience of relaxation. I
Yeah.
can lead you through an experience of relaxation, coming to the point of meditation, maybe for 5 minutes, not more. As our global guide, Dr. Patel says, it is always the experience which counts the most. It is all within, and that if we just close our eyes rather than me talking and giving you lectures on heartfulness, if I just lead you or give you an experience of relaxation, I'm sure you will feel it, and all of us can practice it together.
Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
Do we
sure,
have
sure.
5 minutes? I think we have 5 minutes.
We do have 5 minutes. Yeah.
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 So let's do that.
Okay.
Very slowly and gently close your eyes. Bring your attention to the present moment. Breathe in and breathe out. When you are breathing in, breathe in all the love which Mother Universe wants to give you. Let that love penetrate into every cell of your body, resting you and relaxing you. When you breathe out joy and happiness. Let the joy and happiness spread within your house, your surroundings, your vicinity, community, and let it spread to every heart connected with you and through you. Feel rested, and relaxed as we are connected to the universal energy. Let the universal energy very gently relax our toes, relax your feet, your ankles, relax your calves, knees. Bring awareness to the place where you are sitting and relax. Let go. Relax your thighs, your hips, muscles of your lower back, abdomen, muscles of your middle back and your upper back. As you breathe in and breathe out, relax the muscles of your chest wall, relax your lungs, bring your attention to the muscles which connect your neck to the shoulder, and just drop your shoulders and relax. Relax your upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrist, palms, fingers, and fingertips. Your body is now completely relaxed. Relax your neck in the front and behind. And bring your attention to your face. Drop your jaw. Relax your chin, cheeks, nose, eyes, ears, muscles on your forehead, top of your head, back of your head, to the base of your neck. Your entire body is now completely relaxed. Slowly bring your attention to your heart, where there is a space of love, where exists unbounded potential and possibilities. Immerse yourself into the space of love and be there with the thought that the divine presence of divine light in your heart is attracting you within. Continue to be there as much as you can. And when you feel it's okay, you Then as you gradually open your eyes, but make a mental of what happened and how it felt. Sorry.
It's very difficult to describe the feeling that one gets out of the meditation. But I mean, the only thing that comes to mind is, why don't we do it enough? That's all. It's really, really very relaxing, to say the least. Thank you so much for this, Dr. Snehal. I've had a lovely end of day for today.
So
Very
as
nice.
he says in his words, all the happiness that we always look for is within. Happiness always comes from within. If we can stop depending on any external things for our happiness, we can become better. Otherwise, we are all still depending on external factors for what we want.
We'll take that as the key takeaways for today for sure. Thank you so much for your time, Dr. Snehal.
Thanks.
A pleasure to have you today with us.